Hey friends, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here today. Vlogmas is over and I'm back in the kitchen ready to get to cooking, and today we've got something fun in store. Today we're making brunch crepes. But first, let me show you a little bit about what's going on here after the introduction. Hey friends, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Yes, today is a cooking video. Yesterday it was 70 degrees here in North Carolina. And look what's happening today. It is snowing like crazy. And I mean, it's coming down like crazy. It's actually sticking more in town than it is here. But it's getting colder by the second, so I'm going inside. I'm actually not going to film our supper tonight because I just did this recently. I'm going to make the chicken chili, the creamy chicken chili again. It was so good. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to do it for supper tonight because Isaac didn't get to have any of it, so we're going to make that for tonight. But this morning, for like a brunch, I'm going to do some crepes, some fruit crepes. So I'm going to get everything kind of picked up around here a little bit and wash my berries, slice up some berries, and then we'll get started making some crepes for brunch. Isn't that crazy, y'all? 70 degrees yesterday and snowing today, and it is coming down. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's coming down like crazy. The wind's blowing, snow is blowing. Nothing is really sticking a whole lot. The ground is really wet and really warm, so nothing is really sticking yet, but it is cold as blazes outside, and I'm ready to do some cooking. Tonight we're going to have chicken chili, and I just videoed that not long ago for you guys, so I wanted to do something different, so I thought I'd make some crepes this morning. I haven't made crepes in years. My mama bought me, when I was in high school, a crepe recipe book, and I have not made crepes in forever. So I thought today is a great day to do it. We're going to do fruit crepes, and I have some applesauce I thought we might throw in there. So we're going to get started on that. If this sounds like a video, well, first of all, let me just say, I have a lot of new subscribers recently, and I want to say welcome. I'm super excited that you're here. The whole YouTube family is glad that you're here, and Farm and Pastor's Wife YouTube family. And we are just super excited to have you, and I say welcome. My name is Leslie. I am the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I do a lot of cooking videos, some farming videos, ministry videos, day in the lifestyle, grocery hauls, all kinds of stuff like that, but mainly cooking. Man, the wind is blowing. Okay, so anyway, we're going to get started putting together the batter for the crepe, because I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit after we make it while we get some homemade fresh whipped cream blended up. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, y'all, so in my mixing bowl here, I have a cup of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to mix in 1 tablespoon of sugar and just, well, I was going to put a pinch of salt. My salt container is empty, so we'll just put a little sprinkle right there. That's it. Not even a measurable amount, just a sprinkle of sugar. And I'm going to whisk that together, and I'm going to kind of create a little bit of a well. And to the well, I'm going to add in 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. Oops. All right. And we're going to kind of beat those up just a little bit. And we're going to slowly get a little bit larger each time we're whisking. And bring in some of that flour and sugar mixture. A little bit at a time. All right, that's pretty good right now. We're going to add in now, slowly add in a cup and a half of milk. So here's a cup, and I'm going to whisk as I'm pouring this milk in. Going a little bit larger each time. I'm splattering it because I can't. My arm's moving as I'm whisking. Bringing in the flour from the side a little bit at a time. All right, there's a cup of milk. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring in all the flour at this point. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in our half a cup of milk. So a total of a cup and a half of milk. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour that all the way in. And we're going to mix that and be sure we have all the lumps out of the flour. Now you could add vanilla in this if you wanted, but I'm going to make homemade vanilla whipped cream. And so I don't think we need it in here. And if you ever wanted extra crepes to make a savory crepe, to add in something savory, you don't want vanilla in the crepe batter. So it's just best to add your flavor into what you're going to mix in. We're going to see how this turns out. I haven't made crepes in forever. And I mean forever. I remember in high school taking home ec, and we had a chef who taught our home ec class. And she was the chef at a country club. And she taught us how to make crepes. And came home and I just made crepes like crazy. And my mom bought me a cookbook about crepes. But I haven't made them in a while. Okay, so we're going to let this sit just at room temperature. Just let it sit and rest for about 20 minutes. And during that time, we can make up our homemade, delicious whipped cream. Okay, guys, so I have my stand mixer out. And last night before I went to bed, I just took the bowl and stuck it in the refrigerator so it would be nice and chilled this morning. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some heavy cream, and I'm going to put 2 cups of heavy cream. And I have my whisk attachment on. We'll need some heavy cream for the chicken chili recipe that I'm super excited about. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let this get started whisking up a little bit. I'm going to start it and just slowly go up each time. The snow is really slowed down. When it starts getting frothy, I'm going to add in some powdered sugar and some vanilla. I have a half a cup of powdered sugar here. And about a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to let that whisk until it's nice and fluffy and makes a delicious whipped cream. Okay guys, that only took less than a minute. And I'm just going to scrape down the powdered sugar from the sides. And let it go again for just another second, and then I'm going to wrap it up and stick it in the refrigerator until we are ready to make the crepes. But look at that, y'all. a delicious whipped cream that took less than a minute. All right, let me let it go again for just a second, and then we'll put it in the refrigerator. Okay guys, so we're ready to make the crepes. Now stick around after the taste test and we'll talk a little bit about the new year, but I'm saving the chit chat to the end. So if you're just here for the recipe, you can stop at that point. But you need a pan that is a designated crepe pan. I've sprayed a little coconut spray, but I'm going to add a little butter to it as well. But you want a non-stick pan, small, 8 inch is good. This is an 8-inch pan. And no scratches, no dings, no dents. Look who's coming in the door. Everybody. My handsome husband. Okay, so I'm going to turn the burner on and bring it to like a medium high heat. It doesn't take long on a gas stove. Not sure how long it would take on an electric. And I'm just going to put just a little bitty piece of butter in there as well. And once that heats up, we will put about 1/4 cup of the batter. So I'm going to turn the camera down. Let it get good and warm before we put the batter in. I'm actually going to turn it on high, and then when it gets hot enough, we'll turn it down just a little bit. Probably for every other crepe, I'm just going to spray it. Okay, so I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of our crepe batter. Maybe not even 1/4 cup because my pan is really, I guess, small. And you want to swirl it around. We'll see how this goes. Maybe making another video. We're going to let it cook for about 2 minutes on this side. Okay, once you can start to move it, you want to flip it over, and we're going to do about a minute on this side. That didn't take quite 2 minutes, but my burner was a little high. So we're going to let it go for about another minute, and we will have a perfectly cooked crepe, and then we'll continue to cook several crepes, and then I'll fix them, put them together for you. Okay guys, I'm doing my last one here. The guys are ready to eat. So I'm going to save some of this batter. We've got several made over here, and I'm going to make this one, and then we're going to put them together. Okay guys, here in my bowl, I just sliced up some strawberries, put some blackberries and some raspberries. I sprinkled maybe a tablespoon of sugar just to keep them kind of macerate them just a little bit. And here we have our crepe. We have our homemade whipped cream that we're going to take a dollop of right here, and we'll just put some in here. The crepe is still warm, so the whipped cream is melting. We're going to put some berries in here. And then we're going to close it up. And you can close it in put less filling and close it in 2 directions. We're going to sprinkle some powdered sugar. Do you want it topped off with chocolate syrup?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then we can take chocolate. Everything is homemade except the chocolate syrup. But you can by all means do that. And we're just going to sprinkle some chocolate syrup. Oh, Brian's standing here with his fork in hand.
This my crepe?
No, that's mine. How did you
I say we all taste it.
Get your fork. Okay.
I say we all taste this one, and then I'll make each of you some.
All right. Ready? All right, you get that side, I get this side.
It's kind of hard for me.
It's not left-handed. It's not hard.
It's not hard. Not if you're hungry.
Yeah. Really good.
I can't get y'all's faces.
Because you got the camera too low.
They're really good.
It's really good.
I've never had a crepe before.
That is, that's restaurant good.
Fancy restaurant good.
Yeah. If you had some $5 coffee
$5, some Starbucks.
or some cozy coffee,
Oh, cozy coffee. I got a cup at church I should have brought in.
really good.
Here, let me close the cabinet.
Really,
Oh, he's getting a cake plate.
really, really good. You want another bite, Isaac?
I'm about to make my own.
He's
gonna
going to
make
make
it.
his own.
All right, Mom, you ready for your bite?
I'm ready.
Is that too big a bite?
That's too big of a bite.
Yeah.
My mouth is not as big as yours.
Oh, that's the beat. Here we go. Right here.
Mmm.
That's delicious. It's light. It's not heavy.
This is really a good summer, not a snowy day.
This, if I had a sausage biscuit to go with this right here.
What about a big old thick piece of bacon? That would be really good. Okay, we're going to devour these crepes, and it looks like we're going to keep making them.
That's really good.
So,
Got to make this. Hey, this got to go in the cookbook.
okay, guys. So, you heard it here. This is delicious. I have not made crepes in years, and you can make savory crepes. One I used to make was I would cook up bananas and make like a little sugary sauce on bananas. Look at him go here. But he made a really thick one.
Yeah, skills right there. Skills.
And put in like some cooked bananas. That was really good. Savory ones, I mean, I can't even think now what you would put in a savory one, but maybe like some Alfredo sauce and some finely chopped up chicken would be really good. But crepes are so versatile. You can make them anything. In fact, I have some applesauce in the refrigerator. I'm thinking about putting in the center of one of them. So we're just going to have a crepe.
Best.
Y'all, they're reaching, like, I wish you could see how they're reaching over powder. Oh, I'm having to powder sugar his. Okay, guys.
The homemade
So,
whipped cream is great too.
so we're just going to have a crepe bar today and just go at it. And stay tuned, and we'll talk about the new year and what's to come. Oh my goodness, y'all. Those crepes were amazing. They were so good. They were so good. The boys loved them. They loved them. I don't know that I've ever fixed crepes for them. I was probably still single when I was making crepes. I got on my crepe kick, and looks like I'm back on it now. Or they're gonna want me back on it. So let me get comfortable here and fill up my coffee, and then we'll just have a little chit chat. Okay, y'all, so the snow has stopped. The sun is shining bright, but it is cold as everything outside. And we were really getting spoiled to the 70s. And really, I mean, I wouldn't say spoiled, because when it's Christmas time, I want it to be chilly at Christmas time, but it wasn't this year. It was actually very warm. And for the new year, it was a warm days. So today's really our first real cold day. And I want a fire in the wood insert, but all the wood is outside and got snowed on. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll try to build one when he comes in or not. Bryant's he's gone to the church to do some work. And Isaac, he went this morning and picked up my my Walmart grocery order. And now him and Jessica are out hanging out. And there was a couple of things one thing I forgot to put on my order, and one thing that they didn't have. And so Isaac and Jessica are going to pick them up for me while they're out, but they're needed for the chicken chili, so I can't really progress with that for supper until they get back with it. But that's fine. It's a throw together meal after you boil your chicken anyway, so it's going to be fine. But I wanted to talk to you about the new year and like what your goals are. If you watched my live the other night, you know one of my goals is to start work on a cookbook. And there's a few things I want to do here at the house before I start that. So I'm looking at starting that the 1st of February. I want to get our guest bedroom. When we did the remodel, everything got shoved in there, and things are still in there. And I want to get it cleaned out, and I mean really cleaned out and ready for and turned into the grandbaby's rooms. Also, I'd like to go through my clothes, because those of you that have been watching me for a while know that I've lost some weight, and I would like to A, give Caroline some of my old clothes, B, donate some of my clothes, and just throw out the ones that are stained, torn, ripped, and there's a lot of those. So, anyway, but what are your goals for the new year? I don't make resolutions or vows, because of course I made my marriage vows. So yeah, I made my marriage vows, and but as far as New Year's resolutions, I don't really make resolutions. I set goals. Because I used to do resolutions and say I'm going to do this, and by the end of January I was feeling defeated and felt like a failure already. And so I realized that was not always the best practice. So I started just making goals and something to shoot for. And every year, one of the things that is always on my list is I always want to spend more time in here. I want to spend more time with the Lord. I want to spend more time listening for Him, for hearing His voice, hearing His call, hearing my purpose, just more time with the Lord. And like everybody else in this world, it waxes and it wanes, and it does really good, and there's weeks that are super busy and I don't get as much time in as I want. There's so I mean, I'm just like everybody else, and I know there are those people who religiously read God's word every day, and that is wonderful. And I want to do that, but I don't want to just read it to read it. I don't want it to become just another thing like brushing my teeth every morning. I don't want it to become something that I just do to check off a list. I want it to be meaningful. I want to soak it up like a dry sponge. I want, wow, the sun is really shining. I just want more of the Lord, and I want to hear Him more. I want to feel Him more. I just want more time with Him, and I want more of the want to. Does that make sense? I want to want it so bad that those days that are, you know, you wake up with an emergency phone call and you have to run outside the door, those days that just there is no time, I want so much want to that day is not complete until I have been with the Lord. And I want to put the Lord, I mean, we all know and we can all say that we want the Lord to be at the top of our priority list. And it sounds good, and that's admirable, and that sounds wonderful. But is He truly the top of your priority list? Even if the first thing you do is reading His Bible, are you just doing it to do it, or are you doing it to know Him? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't want my walk with the Lord just to be done to check something off. And I want it to be done with meaning, because I want more of Him. And so that's just my goal, and I wanted to share that with you because if we could all have a desire like that, not that your desire has to be the same as mine, but if maybe your desire is to serve more in the local church, or maybe your desire is to I don't know, but whatever our desire is, if we could just put our passion there, just think what a difference this world would be. And I think, and this is me included, but I think Christians all over this world have become complacent in their walk, complacent. They feel good that they've done this. They've gone to church on Sunday. They feel good that they've read their Bible, but is it truly a passion for Him? And I want that my walk to become my passion. And so many times we just let other stuff, good stuff, not that the things we do are bad. I have nothing sinful in my life that I do on a daily basis. So the things that I do are good things, but where are they on my priority list? Are they above the Lord? Or are they, you know what I'm saying? And I tell myself the Lord's number one. The Lord's number one. The Lord's number one. But does my walk mirror that? So anyway, that's just my thoughts on 2022 being my year to just be passionate for the Lord. I want to be passionate for Him. And I want to have an urgency for Him. And so yeah, that's my thoughts. And then the cookbook. We shall see where that goes. But anyway, I have lots of goals. This is not my only goal, but this is my main goal. And so, that being said, I gotta get started on chicken chili soon as Isaac gets here with my. It was the Great Northern beans that I forgot to pick up or put on my list. I don't know how I forgot one of the main ingredients, but anyway, it is what it is. It's blonde hair is what it is. It's blonde hair and over 50. But thank you guys. I know there's so many of you are new to my channel, and I just say welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I've had so many faithful members of YouTube subscribers who've been with me from day one, and I just appreciate them so much, and I appreciate the new subscribers. God has truly blessed my channel greater than what I could have ever imagined or dreamed. So thank you so much for watching. Please share my videos. That's the greatest help you can give me, is share it, get it out there so that other subscribers can join. And by getting out my videos, I can guarantee you they may not hear it on every video, but Jesus is in my videos. I mean, He is part of who I am. And so not only are we spreading good cooking videos, but we're spreading Jesus. And so thank you so much for watching. Remember, the grease is hot enough. You can fry anything. Bye, y'all. I love you guys.